Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming out here. A little midday money Saturday the 8th. All right, a little bit per 12, yes, because we have 12 o'clock action rolling along. And listen, we got to get to those games, right? People want to know a couple of free picks. And we got them up. We got them up for you. Yesterday, what are we doing in the video here? Losers yesterday in the video. We had a push, I think, with the 8. I actually got a loss there on Kent State. But it happens. We're going to do hockey, loser under 6. NBA was a loser, Denver under. 31-44 NBA, 23-25 NHL. College hoops 101 and 86. Still trucking along in college basketball. Still doing pretty good in college basketball there. For the year, just about 55% and 59%, 137-94 since December 1st. Not too shabby there. NFL again, 59% for the year. We're ready for football there, for playoff action coming. And I'm just rolling to Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, making sure we're streaming everywhere. So give me a second before I get to the comments. We still got a couple seconds left here for noon games. But I want to post over to, because it doesn't stream on my real undertrade. So we get the follows. Can you get the follow count up here, folks? What are we doing here? What are you doing to me on Twitter? I know you're on Twitter. You're out there lurking, hiding in the shadows, not saying hello to me. But it is what it is. Anyway. All right, tweet it over there. We're all ready to rock. Let's see here. All right, I apologize. You know, I only have so many fingers to roll along. But anyway, all right, here we go. Let's get into the chat. I'm not sure why it didn't. I tried to retweet out the midday money, but it didn't pop up. What are we going to do? What can we do? What can we do? Oh, we're here. There you go. Let's go. Let's go. Put the comments in the chat. That's not what we want. Oh, brother, what happened there? I had the different ID Twitter layout of the free picks, because I put them on the Twitter there for everybody. Well, we're going to roll right in. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Early. We're early because we got noon basketball. I figure somebody's going to come in. Degenerate special. We got what? We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 o'clock games. 10 games at noon. I was liking UNC. I got UNC in the chat. I didn't even write down in front of me what we have in the chat, but I think I did put them in chat. I did bet North Carolina last night. 13 pack up. 13 college basketball games I did bet today. And there's a few more that almost made the cut. A couple of these in the free pick section here almost made it. Hit the like, Richard P. Thank you very much. New promo code. Listen, I don't hype my buy my package, but you want to help out the new year? Promo code is YEAR, YEAR. And if you get my 3-day pass, again, you'll get all 13 college basketball. I got 11 NFL, although some lines have changed. You're probably not going to be able to get some of these lines, but a national championship game. 3 days, $31.99. Go get it. Go get it. I'm worth $31.99, of which I get $12. So give me that $4 a day, folks. Like, buy me a coffee. Would you take the Chiefs spread, or are they playing for anything? So, yeah, KC here. I'm going to tell you, this is one of the games we bet when we come into look headlines, right? We do look headlines on Sunday night. Let me get this sheet out here for NFL coming ahead. KC's game, I bet at 3.5. All right. Also got the under 45. And actually, I got a 44.5 at one spot. I do like the Chiefs. I think they play. And one, do they have someone to play for? Yeah, I think they're going for what? The 2 seed, I believe. I don't think they get the 1 seed. That being said, when you're the only game, you're not scoreboard watching. Yeah, I think you play good. And the Denver team, why I kind of like the under here is because whether does Denver get an offense? This game is either going to play out to a 23-13, something under that number. or it's going to be at 27-10 KC blowout. I mean, would I lay 10? I don't like particularly fond of going. I mean, it's up to 10.5 now. I think KC should win. Yes. Does Denver rally around their coach? Is their coach on the way out? And he says, guys, I need this for a win. I don't know. I don't think they're good enough to rally for a win. The KC defense has been good, and the offense is shape and form. You got it at 8.5. Good for you, Mike. I had it at 7.5 last night. That's a problem. I do, and I tell you, I grab lines early. Sometimes I get a win out of it. Sometimes I get a loss. If I like NC, do I like the over? I can't like any over with Virginia. Virginia is I can't unless that. What's the total? Is it 127? I don't even know what the total is. Don't even know what the total is in that game. Anything maybe under 130, I'd go over. I don't even know what it is. 131. I don't know. I'd lean on the under there. Colorado State and college basketball. It's a game I did bet today. Colorado State got them +3. Although we do like the Aztecs, I just think it's a bad spot. KC first half, let's. No limit coming in. What do we got coming off a win? Marquette, Wolves, Mavs, Bulls, NBA. I got nothing. I didn't even look at NBA today. I'm like, you know what? I had a dozen games last night in college basketball. I came back this morning. I overlooked college basketball. I'm not going to run to no limit. You get the truth out of me, right? I'm not the video picks. I tried to find a video pick here. I'm 31-44 throwing NBA games out here. I'm not doing it. Again, on the season, 15-8 games I bet, but finding one for the video, I'm just having problems finding one for the video. And if you're a good bettor when you're having a rough spell, you're not just going to put something out and you're not going to bet just to bet. Yes, they can lock up. Okay, so I wasn't sure what the deal was with Tennessee. So again, you're ahead of the game, right, Dave? You're not playing. Everybody's playing on Sunday. You are here on the night to put the pressure on everybody else. Put the pressure on. You come out here, you win here. Then it's on Tennessee not to screw up tomorrow. I'll tell you what. I think we threw Houston out in the chat yesterday in the banner, right? I said let's take Houston and the points, right? And Houston plus 10.5. So. I like that. Let me just give a quick run. We're about 2 minutes, about a minute to tip off here. Duquesne, no opinion on Purdue. I think Purdue may be angry off of a loss, beats up on Penn State. Dayton, GW, no opinion. Carolina, Vandy, again, this line's gone up a little bit. I guess you lean Vandy on the line move, but nothing for me there. New Hampshire, don't want to like double day. That's not really. Clemson, NC State. I lean Clemson here. I mean, NC State's a weird team. It's gone up a tick, but that's because everybody's betting on them. Hall, UConn. I want to take UConn here, but again, the line's up 1.5, and that's people are going to bet the Hall, but I think you got some sharper money coming in the Hall there. So, an avoiding play for me. Providence lines come down, even though everybody's betting them. Although I like the Johnnies. I like some St. John's. Although I'm biased to St. John's, you know that. Wichita, Houston. I think Houston blows these guys out. I don't think Wichita has an answer on the board, and Houston could kind of pull away here. Houston Baptist and the Wood. Nothing there for me. Nothing there. So those are those games. Ray Reddington's in the house. Huge NHL slate today. Of course it is. Of course it is. I was busy looking at a huge college basketball slate. But let's find a winner. Jim Pritchard coming in. Got any overs for today? What do you think Kentucky game over? The Kentucky game, I did this on Total Chaos last night with Allie and Chipper. I like the under in Kentucky game just based on what we saw. So, we did have LSU there, right? And that was a 65-60 win for LSU there. But Kentucky, I'm thinking you're coming in off a loss. I think when you guys fouled out, bad game. So, obviously off a loss, you're going to say, let's bring up the defense, right? And then again, you allow 60 points. Georgia's a team we've seen them lose at home to, mid-majors. I think Kentucky wins this, but I don't know if they're going to get 148 because I can see Kentucky dropping like a 75-60 on these guys, 75-55. Like just a blowout. Like I don't see Kentucky getting to the 60 mark. Now is Kentucky going to put up an 80 plus? I don't know about that. 23 is a big number. Do I think blowout? Yes, but I think under the 148 because, again, 60 from Georgia I think will be a stretch here. I don't think they get to 60. Houston first half. Yes, take the Cougs. Yep, we love our Cougars. Don't end the chat. Don't end the chat ever. We're just going to leave live 24 hours a day. Like that Texas Tech. I like Texas Tech. I bet them last night at 5, thinking they're going to be fully strength. Right? We had Iowa State the other day, like money line -2. The line went up. Again, this is why I kind of bet early, and it balances itself out. We have a good number there. We lose last night's game with Kent by half point. It happens. Texas Tech, I locked in thinking they're going to be good to go here. And another reason why we had Iowa State there, I was like, you know what, Texas Tech at Kansas on deck, a little bigger fish to fry at home. It's a home game. Let's go Texas Tech, get it done. Michael, how are you? Clemson, NC State, UConn Hall. I want to take UConn, but I don't know, man. Something's telling me to Hall there. Did not bet it. And Clemson, NC State, again, NC State just, I thought they're better. I don't get it. Maybe both road teams here. The phone rings. My wife leaves the house. She knows I do a show at noon, but hey, they're wives. Huge day today, Tim Earl. Yes, it is. Although, you know what? I didn't run off to the NBA or hockey today. And I was just saying, I said for the, especially chat-wise, I don't want to just come in and try to put a game out. I put 2 games yesterday here, and they both lost. NBA in the video, 31-44. Hockey in the video, 23-25. NBA in the year, 15-8 games, I bet. But again, I'm more of a disciplined person. We talked about this the other day, and I said, 6 sports across the board. I've never had a season where I've gone winning in all 6 sports. Never happened. Never happened. And simply, you see it right here. Like for hockey this year, I'm having a losing hockey season. And I'm just trying to find maybe a game every once in a while to put out and just chip away. And that's what betting's about. If you think you're going to get it back the next day or the next game or later that night or whatever, that's not happening. If I'm hitting my college basketball like I am at 55%, basically almost 60% the last month plus, I'm going to ride college basketball. If NBA, I get good on spots, 65%. I'll take 65% on 60 games for a season. I'll make money. That'll be a fine winning season. But again, I'm not running. You can ask me who I like. You know what? Fade it, because unless I'm betting it, it hasn't been hitting. Oh, my goodness. Ray's coming in. Lock of the day. Lock of the day. Cal State, San Diego State. I took the under. I took Colorado State plus the points. Although it does look a little, +3. I was hoping it would. Not that I wanted to come down. I just think it might be a square play. I mean, I was on Colorado. We've talked about Colorado State. We had Colorado State last year in the Mountain West tournament. We're not new to the Rams of Colorado State. Francisco, thank you. Give me the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Give it a thumbs up, people. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. I say, you know what? Go buy the 3-day pass for $31.99. But okay, you don't want to do that? Hit the thumb button. It's not that difficult. Took Ken plus 8, ended up with a tie. That's good for you. I ended up with a loss at 7.5. College hoops, the Hall versus UConn, Texas, Oklahoma State. Any thoughts? Yeah, the Hall game, I like UConn, but the line's going up, and I'm not sure if that's, I didn't watch the total movement on that game to see if it was someone coming overnight, like a syndicate play on the Hall, because the Hall's a good team. I'm not saying they're not. They are a good team. I kind of like UConn. Did not bet it. Tough game, 150 others, and I found 13 other games to bet on besides that one. And Texas, Oklahoma State, I like Texas's team, but I don't know. I want to lean Oklahoma State there, believe it or not. Lean on dog there. But the Hall and UConn, I can't bet it. Only bet 3 NBA games today. You bet 50. You bet 58. Holy cow. Yeah, Michigan State postponed. I had that game too. 58. Oh, my goodness. Well, you're either going to shoot up the leaderboard or we won't see you for a couple days because you ain't going to get a chance to bet 58 games on a college basketball slate. Ray Reddington's got his fan club. Tennessee +2 already bet a money line. Ray already bet a money line. Kansas over to 138. I already bet the other side +5. Total wise, no, I'm not a big total guy, no opinion there. UAB over 148. Let's see what that is. UAB was a game I looked at. a little bit last time. I was like, you know what? And I even wrote it down here. Where's my little question marks of games with UAB Rice? And I was like, man, 8. And I look because you look at Rice numbers, are not terrible, and all of a sudden it shoots up here to 10.5. So yeah, you want to go over that? I'd go over just because both teams are scoring a little bit. Let's go over the total. I'll go over the total with you. Baylor TCU over 139. Let's see what we got here for that game. It's down to one. It was 142 last night, if I'm reading this correctly. So definitely. Where's that sheet at? Holy cow! Yeah, not don't want to do over that one. That one's moved 3 points. Utah State. Who are they playing? Rio, right? The Valley. Where's this game on the board here? No, wrong game. I'm on Utah Valley. Yeah, we're looking for Utah State. Hold on a second. What time is this game? Can I get a time check on these games? Where the heck is Utah State? I go another page here. Pull up conferences. New Mexico. What do you like here? The 7. Believe it or not, I kind of like New Mexico here. I mean, I like Utah State's team. But New Mexico, I don't know, man. It's a 2-man team that Ricky brought over from Minnesota with Mashburn and House. So they can kind of keep it close. They're going to be a 500 type team, but I'll take the points there. I'm not laying with Utah State. And Euclid. What do we got here for UCLA? It's Cal. I lean Cal. I'm leaning Cal here, believe it or not. You got – I just think, Cal's off the loss. But UCLA I look at is who's on deck for them. Here come the Ducks. I think it's a little bigger game. And 8, I can see them losing this one outright just because they're UCLA, and that's what they do. They just lose bad games sometimes. But UCLA, listen, we like UCLA. Good team, right? We saw them in tournament last year. But 8, maybe a tad too much here. Could be a little flatter spot with a bigger opponent on deck, much like we saw with Texas Tech on the road versus a good team. Stetson Hall. Yeah, Seton Hall today, 4.5. I think I lean that way, but I know it's already off the board. I was looking at UConn, and I see the line move there last night. I'm like, maybe I'm wrong. Hall is good. Texas, I don't like Texas in this spot. It's 2. It's gone down now. Auburn, IUP, and Rice. Who's Auburn got? I got to run through all these games here. Auburn 9th game versus the Gators. I'm going to lean Florida here. I'm leaning Florida. Lines come down a little bit. And I kind of like the Gators. I think they're a little underrated, even though they have 9 wins. Give me the dog there. IUP under. Yeah, IUP's terrible. And Rice, this line's gone up in this Rice game against UAB. I was looking at Rice. I'm like, man, maybe I should take Rice. I kind of liked Rice. And then, I end up not betting it, and all of a sudden they're plus 10. I'm like, ooh. Not sure. Francisco's looking for hockey or for soccer, whatever. Texas 2.5. Samford, Kansas, Auburn. I'm against you on 3 of those games. Samford, I got no opinion on. A lot of soccer talk with Ryan Francisco. I have no idea. It might as well be Chinese arithmetic. No clue what's going on there. Thoughts on Auburn? Florida? I like Florida. They've been crushing people, and the lines come down 2 points. Mahomes under 270. You know what? he hasn't really thrown for that many yards. So you know what? Yeah, right. He's not having a super year where he's throwing for 350 a game. Zeke, anytime touchdown plus 110. I think so. Just for the fact that I know he's closing in on like 1,000 yards for the year, so they're probably going to try to get him the ball. Thoughts on Oral Mines 2 versus Western, right? We like Oral. That's our little squad. We like Abbas, that kid. Carried us last year. I just think I think this is a team everybody's going to bet on Oral. I think it's like a trendy little pick. So it's a no play for me. Right. The Wood, they're playing early against Houston Baptist. Vandy, I could do a little Vandy, I guess. Didn't bet at Purdue. Yeah, I got Purdue in the chat here to roll. Little angry Purdue team. So I go Purdue. Merrimack. Anytime Merrimack plays, I'm looking for an under. And NBA did not look at NBA. Did not look at anybody NBA. To the parlay, we got soccer. Fade IUP. Yes, IUP is bad. New York City got sports betting. Yes, sir. Finally. Cowboys Eagles game doesn't seem to have much on the line. Either team. Dallas clinched division. Eagles locked in wild card spot. Green Bay was a 1 seed. Like the under. Yep, I like the under as well. I got the Eagles at 4.5 earlier, 4, and I think the line went up, and I was like, oh man, I got a bad number, but back down to the 4 range. I guess Dallas. See them laying an egg here. Nothing on the ice. Nope, no ice for me. Where's Earl Sports? Earl Sports have a bunch of ice games. And so I looked at the ice, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to run out to bet an ice game. I'm 23-25 with ice picks in the video, and that's basically like I'm actually a little worse for the regular season NHL. So I'm not going to just force something out here just to bet it. I said earlier, college hoops at like 55%, 59% basically for the last month plus is rolling along. I'll put out winning college basketball picks. I'll bet college basketball. NFL again. We're at 59% since December 1st with our NFL. If I'm making money somewhere else, I'm not going to force, and you shouldn't either. You never do to win a game. I'm not doing it. Baylor, listen, Baylor's really good. I like Baylor's team. You want to lay it? Let's go, Mr. Nika. I'm not going to say no to the Bears. Penguins, Stars, over. Why not? Every game's been going over, right? No way Auburn loses at home. Got the trusted pen out. Big waves. No way Auburn loses. No way. Big waves. Duly noted. Pick a game and bet the over. Well, they where did they go? 1-1 yesterday. Thoughts of Miami, Duke. I don't know if Miami's got the horses to run with Duke. Now Duke looked bad. Guys puking on the sidelines the last game off of the COVID break. How their legs going to hold up. I don't know. I don't want to lay big numbers at Duke. I know it's taking Maryland. Hey. It takes a while. It'll be there eventually. First half, Wright State's don't make a look at game. I got Wright State minus 19. I know it's gone up. IUP is bad, and on the road, they're worse. They go from bad to worse. Anton, yeah. Earl's good with his hockey. They know that, not just hockey. I shouldn't just say hockey. Hockey, NBA, college basketball, they're winners. They do all right. And they're like me. They like to bet a little volume. They do a little volume. All right, let's go. So we got Purdue here in the chat, Arkansas, North Carolina, Texas Tech, Georgia Tech, Tennessee, Pepperdine plus the 30 points. That's not plus 300. It's 30 points. The other ones, we see some money line plays here, shorter little dogs. That's what we're going at. I got some of these games I did put out in my premiums, but I still got the grand total of 13 games going today. NFL, Chiefs and Dallas, both going under the totals here. Again, I got the Chiefs at 3.5 early. It's skyrocketed here. I got Philly plus 4 tonight on the sites. Again, 11 NFL games, and I got national championship game up. Again, Help me out. You want to spend $31.99 for 3 days? Go ahead. I get $12, people. Let's go. Give me that daily coffee. Or for me, it's not even coffee. It would be more of some Sour Patch Kids and some bottled water. Production -8.5. Yes. Providence. Believe it or not, I'm going to say yes, even though I'm a Johnny's guy. Rutgers. Rutgers over Nebraska. I don't know if you know what. I would lean Nebraska there. I think Nebraska should be better than what they are. And if we know anything about Rutgers, is that they can win a big game, right? They're off of what the Michigan game. Can we see them losing? I'm just going to see some of their losses. At DePaul on the road by 3, Mass on the road by 2, Illinois got smoked. The Hall crushed them. And I know that, listen, Michigan State just beat these guys by a dozen. They're off another OT loss there. Took Ohio State to overtime. 4 or 5 losses. I'd still lean Nebraska though. I like Rutgers. I don't know if I like 7.5. Sanford, no opinion on. Tulane. Yeah. We're all family. Winning free picks, picks parlays. Yes, it is. I do. Anton, have you seen the? I do a bunch of videos for P&P. I like Florida winning against Auburn. I don't think we're not right. I'm going to take the points. I think, and again, when I'm getting what's it down to 7 from 9. What is it at? 9 to 7.5. Hey, if can they win? Yeah, you're what 2 3-pointers away from being a basket. Like this is if I'm taking a 7-point dog, I think like well they only lose by 5 today. I don't know. I'll take the 7 and I won't be shocked at an outright win. Now we haven't done a hidden gem show for college hoops, and I'm honestly I don't think I can do a hidden gem. I mean, unless that show is literally 15 minutes before tip off, I don't know guys who are playing. Like the college basketball is tricky, and I do a lot of overnight betting. Occasionally, I'll put in some morning games here, or a day of game on shorter cards. But I think you have to watch. And I said this the other day in the show. I said 59% for a month plus and college basketball, 55% for the year. Might as well, that could be 75% just the way it is. Because you're lucking out into guys who are playing. You're going to get who's playing, who's not playing. Maybe you're getting a decent line. College hoops, and days like this where there's a lot of games, I kind of like things like, oh man, did I miss something? Because you really don't want to miss firing on games. Like I was, Teaser Tim Early said he got, 58 games bet today, and I'm like, oof. But if you're going to bet them because if you're going to pick and choose on a day like this where it's like so many games, like I don't want to bet that many games, and then you leave 4 off and you go 0-2, or you leave 10 off and you go 10-10 instead of 20-10, or whatever the case may be. You really got to follow, and I try to follow a lot of writers and conference people to see who's playing, and man, I just couldn't do a show like that. As much as sports betting is like roll the dice, whatever, it's gambling, you're betting. This whole thing's got to change the way they test these guys. NBA, please, with the NBA. Thoughts on Syracuse and Wake? I like Wake Forest. Texas, Oklahoma over. Kind of like the under. Richie. I like the under there. All right. Got about another minute left in the chat. Does anybody else got anything? Otherwise, the picks are up. We're ready to rock. Last weekend of NFL football. But we'll have look at lines for some playoff talk tomorrow. So, again, come in for the midday money. And I'll think of a look ahead lines time tomorrow. I guess it'll be halftime of the game. We should have some lines up for playoff stuff. So we can talk about that, and we'll look ahead to Monday basketball as well. So again, give it a like on the way out. If you want to get the 3-day pass, go get it. Otherwise, we'll see you for the midday money on Sunday. So good luck tonight.